Hello friends, welcome to my channel. You are at SpiceyCatColors. My name is Kathy, and I have, seriously, such a giant haul for you. This is going to be a long one. I am going to try and keep it short, and if you have noticed, there's probably been multiple hauls popping up. So I've already broken them down the best I could, but seriously, I wonder if I can turn this so you can see. Ugh. Okay, I don't want you to see all my mess. Ugh. That box, this one right here, is all full of books from October, November, December, actually, that I have purchased. All from Amazon. They're all my Amazon books. So yeah, there's a lot. And, okay, I got you stationed again. I went kind of crazy. Now, to be fair, I think I ended up doing 3 different orders when during Black Friday weekendish here in the States, Amazon had their buy 3 or buy 2 get 1 free promotion on books and movies. I mean, there's a whole bunch of media, and it took me a long time to go through all the coloring books. And a lot of these are from there. And I purchased I purchased some of these simply because of that. And then some were ones that I earned for my Coloring for Coins. Some I had some gift cards that I was using. And some I just decided to buy for myself because I was going through my wish list and things that had been on there a long time. I decided I was just going to buy. So there's that. And here's the first thing. I haven't said this in a haul recently because thankfully I have not had any hating trolls other than the people that get sick from my bouncing camera, but I explain that every time. Sorry, click out. I can't stop it. Unless somebody wants to come do a home makeover for me and make a professional filming studio area where that I don't have to have my camera attached to the table. Hey, I'm all for that. Then, if you have that as a comment, hook me up. Otherwise, I have not had some of the negativity that I am so sad that some people have been. Here's what I have to say about hauls. If you don't want to watch them, don't watch them. If you are going to be judgy about how people spend their money, don't. Their money is theirs to spend. If you're going to be judgy about gifts they receive from other people, don't. How other people want to spend their money is none of your business. That one's been a hard one for me to accept because I very much struggle when people send me things as gifts. I appreciate it, but I don't feel worthy, and I've just told myself, you know what? If that's what they want to do with their money, they can do that, and I am just going to be grateful about it. So there's no need for anybody to give any negative comment to anyone on a haul as far as you want to judge how they're spending their money, or you're going to whine and complain, oh, I wish people would send my gifts. Just don't. However you spend your money is nobody else's business but your own, and how other people spend their money is not your business either. So there, I got that out of the way. So now watch, as I said, I've not had any trollish comments. I'm probably going to get a whole bunch because I've addressed it. But that's just something I have learned to feel. I mean, when people are sharing hauls, it's because we like to. Lord, we all are. If you're watching this right now, you like to watch a coloring book haul. Hey, me too. High five. That's what I like to do. I get ideas of books I know that I may want to purchase. I get to see things I know I'm not going to purchase. And that's why we do it. So again, nobody's bragging. It's just, we like to share. We're a sharing community. It's a coloring thing. So let's dive into the books. So here, again, seasoned friends are going to laugh at me because I very much love, I'm too close. I love Hannah Carlson. I love her artwork. I do not necessarily love her books because they are double-sided. And I am a marker colorist. But these were on sale along with the next artist I'm going to show you, where you could buy 2 get 1 free on Amazon, and they were not very expensive. So I decided for the price, I can buy some. And even if I have to sacrifice a page and use my markers, but I'm actually enjoying using my water-based markers, and granted, they do not look at all as fancy as professional as the people that use pencils or other mediums. But for me, I'm happy with them. So I picked up Tales from the Forest Kingdom. And there were many, I think just about all of her books were on this sale. So I kind of just like hit and miss ones I thought I might enjoy. Because subject matter, I don't know. Figured Forest Kingdom, there'd probably be a lot of animals. And there's a lot of faces. But again, I'm not going to flip through because we'll be here all day. Tales from the Midnight Masquerade. Another one. I do like her cream paper. And yeah, so now the thing is to just get into them. And Tales from the Witch's Cottage was actually one of my coloring for coins. It was the book I chose from, I think, was it October? Coloring for coins. And this is just one because I very much like witches and Halloween spooky type stuff. And while these aren't necessarily spooky, they're definitely more cute. The subject matter. So I had picked this as my book. And then it went on sale. Here is the next artist where, again, I did not ever think I would purchase them because of the same reason. They're kind of too fancy for me. But Maria, is it Troll or Trolle? Her books were also on the sale. So I got I'm not sure what the special edition means for Botanicum, but I bought Botanicum. And I do like that there are some black paged background or black backgrounds. And yeah, again, I just thought they were on sale. It was a good price. And I wanted some fancy books. There's one artist that's similar, Clara Markova. I do not have any of her books. I don't think they're available on Amazon. And I would be interested, but I think they're only on Etsy, and it's kind of expensive with shipping and all that. So for now, I'm fine not getting those. Maybe they come on Book Depository. But her books usually have the same format, hardcover and all that. But they usually just have like a small image on the left side that you wouldn't have to color. So, but I don't know how the paper would work. Anyway, enough of that. So this is the other one. Did I even say what it was? Is this Twilight Garden? Oh no, Luna. Was also on the sale. So we purchased that. And here is another artist that I'm like, yeah, not my kind. I'm never going to buy. But you know, they put it in a sale. And the price was decent. I bought it. They actually had the first tale. And I don't remember if there were more. But I just remembered, I thought from people talking that they said the second tale most people liked better. So I got A Romantic Country, the second tale by Erie. And this is mostly because I like to do prompts. And a lot of times people will have an Erie prompt. So now I have a book. And this is nice paper. I mean, it's kind of like Johanna Basford. I've gotten more used to coloring her books. And it does have the fold out poster in here as well. So there you go. I feel like I'm part of the official coloring community now that I have these fancy books. Will I ever color in them? Honestly, I don't have a clue. Okay, so these aren't really in any order. We're just going to keep going. And I don't know, most of these, again, like I said, I did 3 orders of the sales. So I have really been enjoying, for stress relief, these, oh, this is it. This is a color by number. Okay. So Brain Games does a lot of sticker by numbers too. That's what I have, a Christmas one I've been working on. So this is, I decided to try one of the Brain Games color by number. And these don't really have themes. They're like, when you buy them, it's like orange because it was an orange color cover, or they had green. So I just picked orange. So it looks like there's a variety. These are perforated. I love a spiral binding. I'm not sure how I like that they have some of the coloring done, but realistically, I'm not going to mind because some of my work is already done. And they have the colors listed on the bottom. So this is my first one. Oh, of course, that's beautiful. I definitely need to do a more colorful palette though. So this reminds me of like the sticker ones. Oh, that one's kind of fun. because, and they give you answers. That's interesting. I wish more color by number, like the Creative Havens George Tufexis usually does, but a lot of color by numbers do not give you the answer key. So here it gives you kind of an abbreviated, but then here is your actual full answer key. Where's the cats? Yeah, that's not colorful enough. I'll be changing those colors. So very nice. Usually if it's not a mystery, they don't give you answer keys. So I have one of those to try. And now I'm so excited because I have the big Pusheen coloring book. This was on a sale. The mini Pusheen, I actually have finished it. It was on my 10 books to finish in 2022, and I did finish it. So I thought, now I feel happy because now I have the big one. And I was mistaken in some of my videos. I said this is identical to the small one. It is not. This does have a lot of the same pictures, but there are some different ones as well. The downside for me is this is double-sided, where the other one was single-sided. So like I know this page is in the mini, but this one is not. So there's, the wallpapery pages. So yeah, they are not all in the same. I would assume this has more. The mini one had 40 some pages. So anyway, I'm very excited. And even though I will be like coloring these again for the ones that were duplicates, I don't mind because it's Pusheen and it's adorable. So I was very excited. This has also been available on Book Outlet, but it's really hit or miss. So I was just like, nope, I'm taking it. I picked up the original Ceramic Tiles by Prachi Dewan Sachdeva. This series has become a favorite of mine. It was one of those, again, I thought I wouldn't like, and I now know I love it. So I've just been filling in the books that I was missing from the series, and I might have them all now, to be honest. I think I have the full series. Here is a chibi coloring book. Bilky and Nina Rose. This has double pages, and yeah, it is just a cute chibi book. I really like the thick black outline. Each of the pages on the paper's really thin. I think it's even thin. I don't quite know if it's Amazon printed paper. Oh, I should be able to tell, right? Oh, made in the USA. Yes, this is Amazon printed. So on the back of the pages, it has just this little mandala mini thing, and then it's got some lines. So you could certainly jot down if there were, I don't know, specific materials you wanted to use or not. But I don't plan on doing that. There are duplicates, as I said. It was just a cute chibi book, had been on my wish list. This one I'm so excited to finally have because I know the artist, thanks to coloring. This is Chelsea Jade Murray's self-published, beautiful book that she created, and I am all about supporting friends, and I finally picked it up, Chelsea. It took me a while, but she has a channel. She is lovely, and we have done many buddy colors. And she made her own coloring book. There are duplicates, but I think some of them I thought they looked a little bit different. Like this is a lighter ink and this is a darker. So I do have duplicates, which more coloring of Chelsea's girls. So there's that one. And I love your cover, Chelsea. This is just gorgeous. The image that you colored and that you did the matte. So happy. So happy for you. And for me, because now I get to color it. I did finally find the Coloring Heaven Winglings special. I found this at Walmart. I do not subscribe because I don't care for all of them. But Jasmine Beckett Griffith is one of those artists that intrigues me, but I'm kind of scared to color. But I thought this was fun. It's always nice with the Coloring Heaven if there's a book I like, because I get to sometimes get a compilation of a specific artist's work, or I can find new artists, and I can see that I had a little fur baby chewing on that. Next, this one I have actually colored in, and again, so here I'm like a convert because these are another series I did not like when I first saw it come out, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. So this is from Sach and Deva. It is the paper cut art series, and I picked the Little Dwarves just because I didn't necessarily want a seasonal one. I know there are more in the series. Trying to think if he's got them listed back here. There's a Halloween, an Advent calendar, and then the Little Dwarfs. I don't know if there have been any more. So I actually really like this. I did get the one where they've got the black lines added in. Maybe because that was one of the things that Sachin took the feedback on, and they're really cute once they're colored. So I did several pages. This was oops, I forgot a blotter page from here. So that one got a little dark, but yeah, these are a lot of fun. So I would definitely pick up others in this series if I could go back or see if he produces any more or creates any more. Here is Happy Mermaids coloring book for kids 4 to 8. I really am like most people and do not like when they put ages on there because really coloring is for everyone. And this is from Coloring Book Kim. And these are adorable. Again, I've seen this book on several channels and I just decided it was time to pick it up. They're adorable. I'm not like huge mermaid fan, but this style, the chibi style of mermaid, love, love, love. Happy Mermaids. I got Sally Berry. I don't have a lot of Sally Berry, and I don't know why, because there's actually some really nice books. So this is the Cute Autumn. Again, I saw some friends coloring in it and decided I needed to get it. So definitely very cute kawaii style. And nice black line work and frames. This has been on my list for a very long time. I'm pretty sure it's might be my first one from Sassy Coloring, Sasha Cook. Saying that wrong. It is Sassy Collection. So I think this is like a compilation of different books. This is an older book, 2017. And there's definitely different styles. I can tell it's the same artist. And each page does have a name on the back of the page. So this page right here is Betsy and Her Bee. So I'm just going to, but you can see here's kind of more of a pixelated, like it was scanned or not redrawn. So it's a compilation of the artist's work. But I enjoy it. Oh, they are kind of split into, I don't know if there's like specific books, like this one's Cupcake Cuties, if that's a book, and then this is like samples of it. I could do some more research, and I see they are like marked. So here we've got Fairy Flora, and I know the one before here was Fairy Fauna, I think it said. But like this versus that, you can see, I don't know if it's a printing issue or if it's actually drawn, but I'm going to keep it and color it. So pinups. Anyway, another cleaning out my wish list. Ooh, sorry, I'm gonna have to readjust here in a second. So here is a coloring book cafe. This is a 4 books in one. I said this in my haul, which I'm not sure which order these are posting, of my Christmas books. There was 100 Christmas pages I bought. Definitely check out if you are looking at Coloring Book Cafe, because it is more economical to buy their 4 books in ones, which are usually 100. They're like $10, and the individual books are, I want to say, $6. And so this book, I did write it down because it doesn't tell you. On Amazon, it'll tell you what books are included, but when you get the printing, it doesn't. So this book has forest animals, pets life, cats and kittens, and dogs and puppies all in one. So say you really like the cats and kittens book, well, for $4 more, you can basically get 3 books. I think that makes sense. And yeah, I like animals, so I figured this was a good one. And of course, you know, I love cats and kittens, but I like dogs. I like them all. So I thought for the price, this was a very good deal. This one took forever, though, to get to me. Like, seriously, I want to say it took 2 months. So I'm not sure if it was out of print or I don't know, but I got it. So I'm happy. Here, I've been going back through Jade Summer books that I wanted, and I have a couple here now. So this is the Gnomes book, and it is an older Jade Summer book, but it is illustrated by Joshua Dunbar, who I absolutely love his artwork. And once you start looking at it, and these bonus pages, which cracks me up, well, it doesn't really crack me up. So these bonus pages are still Joshua's work, but when he was still working for under Jade Summer. So I have all of those books. And he also has the country series. I like the easy series better than the more detailed. So this is just the gnomes, which are so adorable. And I do not see this one out on YouTube very much. So I don't know if other people don't have it or it just kind of slid in under the radar. Anyway, like I said, I love Joshua's work, and these gnomes are adorable. So I'm going to pause you quick to rearrange. Okay, continuing Jade Summer. So this I finally broke down and bought. So here's it's not an issue, but I do have PDF versions, which I have printed and I have them spiral bound, and I have colored quite a bit of the Chibi Girls Volume 1 and 2. I had purchased that as a PDF, which I don't know if that's still available, as well as Chibi Horror, but I did not have Chibi Christmas. So I could have just bought Chibi Christmas as its own, but just like the Coloring Book Cafe, this was about $9 or $10 for the 4-in-1. So although I really am only missing Chibi Christmas, I bought this one, and this is I love this grayscale, and I so wish I knew, or they would tell us who the artist was that did these chibi grayscales, because I would love to see if they have other books out there or if they would do some more for Jade Summer. So I bought it for this, and I am happy to have basically duplicates. I have not colored much in the horror, but I have colored quite a bit in the Chibi Girls Volume 1 and 2. And I will finish in the book I currently have printed out. I will finish that one first. But I love having duplicates in case somebody wants to do a buddy color and I maybe had already done it. And I just really enjoy these images so much. I have no problem coloring them twice. So it's a hefty one, and I'm glad to get it. So another Jade Summer pre-shaded coloring book, Unicorns. This one, they do not tell us who the artist is, which makes me sad. I have no problem. I know a lot of so Coloring Book Cafe, Jade Summer, Rachel Mintz. I mean, we know they're publishing Ava Brown. They're like a publishing house, and they have several artists. And I just wish, because I know creative people, how hard they work. I just wish they could get a byline. You can still say Jade Summer, and then on the back say artwork by, because they work hard. And it seems, I mean, a lot of the books, you can tell it's obviously like one artist did all of them. So I just, again, if anyone on any of those publishing type companies are listening, I think it would be just so nice. So again, I love the grayscale that Jade Summer does. They have the whole, I mean, it's not partially, it's the whole deal. And they look so beautiful colored up. So these do have duplicates. I do appreciate, though, when companies mark that here's the set or the start of the second one, because it can be very confusing for people like me. So this is the Unicorns book. And Jade Summer is one that has, You know, they will, like, some of their older books, they don't make, you can't get them anymore. They don't print them anymore. So that was also part of my, okay, well, in case these ever go out of print, they're ones I would really like. Now, Jade Summer color by number, not always my favorite. In fact, I gifted out my patterns one, and I thought, I'll just suffer through it. I'll just do it. And I'm like, no, I have other color by number books I actually enjoy coloring. And I don't enjoy that one because I think their color palettes are terrible. And I think they jumped into the color by number too quick. That being said, flowers, I have seen completed pages, and I think these are much nicer than that patterns book. So these are kind of, I mean, it's still a pattern mandali type, but they're florals, and the images I like. And because I know I can see what the image is, that patterns one I had, I could have changed colors, but it's much easier for me to be able to change the colors here. So long story long, I got the flowers color by number book. This one, I meant to show it earlier and it kind of slid down. So this is a book I've had on my wish list a long time, and I've seen other people color. It is Enchanting Gnomes, Jim Shore, and they are just stinking cute gnomes. I'm not like this super gnome freak. It's okay to be a freak. But like this one's so cute. It's an Australian gnome. And all of them have, so it's spiral bound. They are perforated at the top if you wanted to pull them out. And they have names. I'm curious if the name's on the back. Yes. So it has a quote. So here, since this was the one I was looking at, because it made me think of my beautiful friend Sarah, Chronic Coloring Down Under, with the Australian. So here you have your gnome, and there's this pattern, which there's different patterns, but it's kind of repeating at the background. So you could just leave it, or you could color it. And then on the back of the page, it has this quote, and then it has a name. So this is Boomer the Gnome. So I just noticed that. And yeah, like I said, this is just one I've had on my list, and the gnomes themselves are look fairly simple to color. So this would be another fun one if you wanted to try and do it in a year. It might be a fun project booked with someone. So Enchanting Gnomes. And then I stocked up on some Creative Haven, mostly George Tufexis. I was trying to finish out my collection. And these were, again, all from the sale, where it was the buy to get one. And some of them were just even on sale. And I do have a video showing my Creative Haven collection, which would be everything, and then now these. So I already have to update that video. Someday I'm going to do collection videos. For now, I kind of just do them hit and miss. So this is Creative Haven Merry Christmas Designs by Suzanne Anushian. And this is fun. It's all mostly, there's words, messages with the images. But I like, because for Creative Haven, it's actually, this artist has a thicker line art. So, and seriously, who's actually going to make candy canes? But hey, if I wanted to, now I have the recipe. So, yeah, this I just thought was very fun. Did not get anything colored for Christmas out of it, but I do like this book, and now it's in my collection. And I saw somebody, I don't remember who it was, if they did a flip or they had just shown a completed page out of here. So I am not huge on coloring tattoos. I have some tattoos. That would be a fun story sometime. And there's tattoos I want. But coloring tattoos was not, I mean, there's several tattoo books out there, but this one, Tattoo Inspirations by Arkady Reutman, the images, again, different than my other Creative Havens that I've seen. So these actually have some grayscale, which you've heard me talking about how much I love coloring grayscale, which when I started coloring, scared to death of it. So like I said, I saw somebody had shared this, and I really, really liked how they came out. And it's nice, bold line art, interesting. but still simple, should be fairly quick colors. So yeah, this was in the sale and I snapped it up. I am an Irish girl, so I often look at the Celtic books, and not all of them are my vibe, but the Celtic Alphabet by Carrie Buziak I liked, so I bought it. So it does have the actual letter with a whole bunch of crazy Celtic artwork, which I'm not sure how I'm going to color it, but I like letters for some reason. And then at the end, I kind of flipped fast. There's a couple where there's like peace, love, some words, friends, and then I actually think I would like more where it was these words and the Celtic artwork than just the letters, but I don't know. Kind of fun. Could easily do like a marker base and then maybe gel pen for me because I don't do pencil. We'll see. And then also by the same artist, Carrie Buziak, is the Celtic mandalas. And these are definitely more intricate. That would be gel pens or fine liners. But sometimes I enjoy that. I don't necessarily do a lot, but again, just, you know, shopping to shop. This one I was excited. I've had it again on the wish list for a long time. It does not tell me. Oh, it's Kerrigan. Who's Kerrigan? Shayla Kerrigan. So this is a color by number, and it does have an answer key, and it is mandalas. So the thing I do not like about Creative Haven color by number is they only have the color key right here. But what I have found I will do is photocopy this or scan it and print it out in color. And then I just kind of have that in the book as a bookmark. So these are very faint, I mean, light gray. Can you even see that? Line art. So once it's colored, that gray should almost fade away, but it will be a little tricky with marker. But I can do it. Holy smokes, did you guys see that one? Look at that. Okay, we gotta zoom in so you can see what I'm seeing. Look at that detail. Those tiny, and they're different numbers. It's not like all those little circles are the same number. They are different numbers, but it will look so cool when it's done. Okay, zoom back out. Whoa. Okay, so again, I've had this. I haven't seen many people color in it, but I got it. And now we're into the George Tufexis because he is definitely my favorite color by number. I don't know if that he's, you know, because I do love Belba Family and the Sachdevas. I have lots of color by number artists that I enjoy. But when it comes to the Creative Haven books, I just adore George Tufexis's work. And they are a lot of work for me, but I love them. So here, I don't know if I have completed my collection now of his books. There's some books I don't think of his that I was going to get because it just wasn't my thing. I know there's like, what is it? There's two different like ocean seaside ones, and one of them I have, and the other one I didn't want. Anyway, Around the World is one I wanted. And these are all the same. I like Creative Haven paper. I have used like permanent markers. I have not tried. I'm actually sometimes tempted. I might try crayon sometime if there's one with big enough. But I have used my Tau Tree alcohol markers too. And while there's definitely bleeding with the alcohol markers on this paper, once your page is complete, it looks good. To me, I think they look great. Especially if it's more of a naturey. Obviously, if there's like these really straight lines, that might be a little trickier to not bleed out. But overall, I'm very happy. And these do have, just like that mandala one, they do give the finish page. And I very much like that he had added where the location is, because some of them, I'm not the best at my history and geography. So they are all marked as to the location. And this is like even a smaller, but are his all I think he follows the same. That's what I'm peeking over here on the other books, which I have a couple that are older. I think he has always used, at least for his books, mostly, no, he changed it up a little bit. So even he has changed his color palette slightly. So I was going to say, at least if I could figure out his, but anyway. Spectacular Spring Scenes. Again, just kind of show you the answers. Not doing full. I just love his use of color. And granted, you know, a lot of these outdoorsy ones, it's going to be a lot of greens. And that's just the way it is. Endless Summer. Same thing. I think, is this one of his newer? I never buy them right when they're new. Yeah, this was a 2022. So, and he may have, is there a winter one? Because now I have spring, summer, and I know there's an autumn. And I don't remember if he has a winter specific. I mean, he has the Christmas, but I don't know that there's a winter. Glorious Gardens. Now, this book I almost got. I saw it at Walmart once, and I didn't buy it. It was like a twofer, so it was Glorious Gardens, color by number, George Tufexis, and then it was like you flipped the book over, and it was a Teresa Goodridge garden one. So it was like 2 books in one, and I haven't seen it again at Walmart. Again, I almost bought it, but I really only wanted the Glorious Gardens. So, and I don't know if that had all of the pages or not. It doesn't really matter because I didn't get it. But I thought that was interesting too. So this, obviously a lot of greens, but there's some pops of colors. And the last one to finish out what I have now for George Tufexis is a Country Scenes. And this was a 2018, so this is an older one. But again, I just really enjoy his style of his color by numbers. So we have that, and I just have a few more. Again, this is so long. So I just got this order. So these just came in December. These were the books I got for my Coloring for Coins with my husband. And he just said, you know what, just spend $50. Doesn't matter how many pages you did, just spend $50. So I did. So 2 books I'm pretty excited about. So these are project books. This one, Morgan O'Brien, I am in love with Matchstick Mouse. And well, I'm not like a huge dinosaur fan. I don't hate dinosaurs. I like coloring this type of dinosaur where it's like cutesy, not necessarily realistic. So this is Chompy Fluff Monsters. This is volume 3. I will be getting volume 1 and volume 2 eventually, but this is going to be the project book my friend Tammy Colors 2 and I color in 2023. They're fairly simple, so we're not saying yes, we're going to finish it, but we probably will because it would be like 2 to 3 pages a month. And we're just going to start at the beginning and go back through it. So I'm really excited. So I have a new project book. And then another friend and I are doing this book as, there we go, Broken Circles Adult Coloring Book, Tabitha Barnett. And we are doing the black pages, the black background. So Broken Circles, I have volume 3 and I think I don't have volume 2. She does several of these Broken Circle books, which I see frequently, and I really enjoy them. Tabitha Barnett was the project book for 2022 Tammy and I did, and this one, so she has a it was one of her mandala books. So this, you have 2 copies, and there is white background and black background. And we are going to do the black background as a project, and I got to already pick the pages. So these are fun. I think they're fun. I've enjoyed the pages I've colored before. And I do want to get the more. I know there's like a Christmas Broken Circles. I think I just recently added them all to my wish list because, you know, once you have one, you want them all. And then these are all, the next two are actually, 3 of these have been on my wish list forever. And I just said, screw it, I'm buying them. So I got Little Fairies. This is for Sun Life Drawings. And I absolutely love their stained glass. That is probably one of my favorite. I also like their mosaic, which is very similar to the stained glass style. Like there's a travel one and a Christmas one and an animal one, which I have all. And the only thing I would have wished and maybe was waiting for, and now that I bought these, they'll probably do it, is I really wish these had like the black background. I have the witches one, and I think that does have the black. And I just, these are so fun to color, and they look beautiful once they're colored. But I do wish I may end up like using my black paint or something to black out the backgrounds, but we'll see. It's not like it has to be done. And then also from that series, I got the World of Mice. So I know there is a Christmas stained glass, not the mosaic. I have the mosaic, but there is a Christmas stained glass. That one I don't have yet. And again, these are, it's just so fun to color. Sun Life Drawing is another color by number publisher that they do more than just color by number, but they really do color by number well. And what I really, really love about them is they do these not necessarily realistic, and they use almost every color on the page. Although I'm excited to see they did update. This is an older book, but I can see now that they did, which I wish all color by number publishers would do. They only list the colors you're going to use. So it's the same color palette, but if you're not going to need that color on this page, they don't have it listed. But most of these use all the colors, and they are just, that's what I love, because when they're done, just look how beautiful and colorful that is. And it's pretty easy if you don't have an exact match. It's like, okay, I need 3 green, so you find 3 shades of green. And I think I've mentioned Rachel Mintz before. So this has been, I think, when I first started really getting into adult coloring and watching videos, this book, and there's another one that were like added to my wish list right away because I saw people coloring them, but I was scared to death to buy them. But now, 2 years in, I'm feeling much more confident on my coloring with grayscale. So this is Innocence, Rachel Mintz, and these images are adorable. Just need to color in them. That's the whole thing. So I finally have this one picked up. Do they have? Oh, they do have. I don't know if these are just like themes. I do like it sometimes when they will list everything that they have. So this is an interesting, they've got some of their books and then they have the QRG code so you can just scan that. Friendship, this is the other one that I have on my list and I've had for a long time. So Friendship, and then the Innocence. So now I have the Innocence. And then the last book, we've reached the end. I know. Oh my gosh, it's actually less than an hour. Phew. This is new. I think this company just started these this year. Who is the company? You know, this is where I just need to tell, again, like anyone that's a publisher is ever going to watch this. But if you are making the book, brag yourself up. Put your name on the front, at least the publishing company, because it drives me nuts when I can't find it. Okay, Jennifer Rawling, you are one. I've said that before. Put your name on the front and center, because whether it's Jennifer is the actual person or it's the publishing people, either way, why not? Have you ever seen a book, like a fiction or a nonfiction book, like a written type book, where the author doesn't have their name front and center? You guys work hard on these. Give yourself the credit. That's what I have to say. List the publishing company and the actual artist. FYI, in case you care. So, Jennifer Rawling, this is, I'm pretty sure, a new series that was released in 2022. There are a couple books out there, and I have had it on my list. And I picked up this one, The Cute Things. This has the color palette, and this is the premium paper. So, and I like that. So this is that a printing? Nope, they've just done that. That just seems weird to me. Okay, this, I don't mind the solid black background. This, I don't get it. Why did they not just make this all black? Gosh, I sound super critical after I just gave this whole like speech at the beginning about, you know, it's none of your business how people spend their money. I guess it's none of my business how the publishers decide to do their books, but I just think it would look better. But maybe once it's colored in, I'll change my mind. I just need to be quiet. I just like the solid black background. That's just me. So they're all a little different. And they're like teeny dots, but it seems the numbers should be fairly easy to read. So there you go, my friends. We've made it to the end. I went through all of the books that I have purchased. I have no idea how many that was. I am not going to leave links, although these were all purchased on Amazon. If there is a specific book you cannot find on your own by doing a search and would like me to give you a link, I certainly can. There's just too many to do the links. I have done affiliate links before, and it takes a lot of time, and I don't think a lot of people use them because everybody's pretty much familiar how to search on Amazon. And to be honest, it's an affiliate link, meaning I earn like a couple pennies or like a fraction of a penny if you were to click on it, and maybe a full penny if you purchased off of that. It's not, I mean, I don't do it as a moneymaker, so it's fine if I don't use those affiliate links. Anyway, there you go. I am completely caught up to the minute with my purchases. I still have another haul to film. Again, not sure what order these are filming them in or posting in. Just so you are aware, there is going to be this haul, which is my Amazon books. There is a haul of my Christmas winter books that I have purchased. There is a haul of my Amazon Japan and Lyrica purchases, and there is going to be a supply haul and a haul of Wahoo gifted things to me. So they're all posting probably relatively around the same time, so it just depends how quickly I can edit them. I don't know what order they are in, but phew. I am so glad to have this one filmed because now I can like put everything away. These boxes have been driving me nuts. The kitties have been enjoying them, but I have not. So, okay, friends, I'm going to let you go. This was a long one. Seasoned friends, thanks for staying till the end. New friends, I hope I didn't annoy you or tick you off with anything I said. That's not my intention. I just, yeah, I think there's so much negativity in this world that I really have no respect for anyone that considers themselves a keyboard warrior and feels they can make negative comments or attacks towards people behind the safety of their keyboard when you don't even know them, let alone would you say that to someone's face. So I have no patience for that, and any type of those comments that do pop up, very rarely, because again, friends here, seasoned friends, we're all friends, we get along, we get it. And I think the people that don't like me just stay away. But any type of those comments, when they do pop up, I just immediately delete and block, because I have no time for that. I'm not going to get in an argument, and I certainly don't want any of my other friends out here to feel they need to defend me. So, okay, friends, I gotta go put all this stuff away. I hope you are doing well. I hope your day is enchanting. This is the only book that I had nearby to grab. And I hope you are taking care of yourself. I love you guys. Please, please, please remember, you matter. You are beautiful. Do not let the trolls in your own life bring you down. Just keep being you, because you are pretty amazing. I love you guys.